Welcome to In Depth with Tommy Media. I'm Macy Berendsen. Caleb Tankersley is a writer from Mississippi who now lives in St. Paul, offering his literary expertise to St. Thomas students as a visiting professor in creative writing. Tankersley is the winner of the Permafrost Book Prize for his 2022 short story collection, Sin Eaters, a tumultuous picture of religion and repression while hinting at the love and connection that comes with healing. Beyond teaching at Edmonds College and the Mississippi School of Arts, Tankersley is also the managing director of Split Lip Press, which is dedicated to publishing boundary-breaking fiction, nonfiction, and hybrid books. I'm here with Caleb Tankersley to discuss his writing, teaching, and publishing. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your book, Sin Eaters.
Well, Sin Eaters is a short story collection, which is a little bit difficult to summarize. It covers a variety of topics, but I think maybe the elevator pitch is that it explores issues of sexuality and religion, often through kind of a magical realist or fabulous lens.
What was it like for you when you found out that you won the Permafrost Book Prize?
Very surreal. I remember staring at the wall and imagining that it hadn't happened, and it was also during the pandemic, so I couldn't really go anywhere, or I didn't have any people around me. It was just sort of a quiet, serene moment to take it in by myself, which was pleasant.
How have you brought your creative writing skills into the Intro to Creative Writing courses you teach here?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I've literally brought skills in that we do exercises every day, and so try to instill daily discipline into the writers, the young writers here. And I always tell them that it seems unfair for me to give them a writing assignment that I myself am not trying. So I always do it with them. And we always try something, experiment with different techniques that we might not have otherwise written on our own. And then we always share them to sort of decrease the stigma of immediate work, rough drafts, feeling comfortable sharing that. And I always do that too. So I think it's nice for them to see early process work from someone who's actively writing and publishing.
What does literary success look like to you?
Oh, that's a very good question. And I wish I had a straightforward answer for you. I guess I think every writer has to contend with the idea that no one will ever see what you're working on, because writing is one thing, publishing is a complete other beast that is persnickety and temperamental. So lots of writers, you have to approach the work that you're working on with the attitude that I have to be satisfied, because I might be the only person ever satisfied. Nobody else might ever see it. So I have to do it for the joy of writing and for my own satisfaction. So literary success means if I'm happy, if I'm pleased with what I'm doing, if I feel like I'm accomplishing what I want to accomplish, and everything else is just gravy. It's just enjoyment.
How has working on your own small press impacted and directed your own writing?
Oh, that's a really good question. It's really valuable perspective, and it maybe helps feel a little more impersonal about when I get rejected. All writers get rejected all the time, and at Split Lip, sometimes the rejections are very not even always based on the writing. They might be, well, we published a book with a very similar subject last year, or maybe we really love this book, but we just don't love the first couple chapters, which are really important. That's definitely something you realize as an editor and a reader. The beginning is so important, the most important spot. But it helps me, it helps inform my own work, and then I'm thinking about it as I'm writing from the perspective of a potential editor, and certainly helps me in editing and trying to get my work published.
If you could tell your younger writer self anything, what would it be?
Ooh, I think I would tell my younger writer self, and I guess any other young writer, to trust your instincts and trust your gut. Sometimes in writing classes, that's a great practice, great experience, but sometimes it can lead to a kind of norming. We read stories and poems and creative nonfiction pieces that we really like, and sometimes we try to fit what we're doing into what we've read and copy too much, and sort of taking out what's unique about our voice, what's special about what we want to say and how we can say it in a way that no one else can. And I would encourage my younger self and any other young writer to hang on to what's unique about what you have to say and your perspective on the world, and try to lean into that rather than to what you imagine people want or what you imagine is good.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
If you have a topic you would like covered on In Depth, tweet us at Tommy Media. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube for all the latest Tommy Media videos. With Caleb Tankersley, I'm Macy Berendsen. We'll see you next time we go in depth on Tommy Media.